Tell me a bit about the Hyundai Technical Schools project. What does it entail and what do you hope to achieve with it?
Okay, we started a school project about 3 years ago. We noticed in the dealer network that the apprentices that were applying, the skill shortage or what they knew about motor vehicles was lacking. So we decided to go visit Primrose High School just to have a look at what they've got. And when we got there, we were actually shocked. There's a 7-year gap of what the scholars were being taught to what actually is required when he comes into a dealership. So from there we decided to get involved, start the school project, change the equipment. We sponsored them a lot of equipment, engines and gearboxes and steering racks and the new electronic steering racks to change the perception of the motor industry. So we started bringing them to the training center that we've got in Boksburg, set up a demo with a vehicle and let them play with a laptop which controlled the vehicle, opening windows, checking this, putting lights and everything on, and that started to change the perception that it's not grease work anymore. It's actually, the technology has advanced so much that you need a laptop to work on a car, your diagnostic skills. We've employed over the last 3 years 25 students through this program, of which 3 have qualified, so they've achieved mechanical status already, and we've had 1 leave who decided to go do something else, so the pass rate is quite good on that. We're busy broadening it out now to our whole country. Our target is 50 schools this year, part of the schools project, where we will sponsor and get involved in training of the scholars to close that gap.
Hyundai is looking into some new technological developments to reduce the effect of carbon emissions in the environment. Tell me a bit about the developments in terms of the engines.
Okay, with regards to engines, we have a look at CNG, compressed natural gas. We've done some local developments on our H1, which is being tested by fleet companies, and currently it's only point to point. So we're having a look at the viability of that and how that can work. The biggest hurdle we've got in South Africa is our fuel. Our fuel sulfur content is 500 ppm sulfur, which is too high. We've got engines that we could bring in of Euro 5 status that will run in the country, but the fuel is not compatible. So what we're currently doing is we're testing a Euro 4 engine with GDI, which is now the new technology gasoline direct injection, which works in principle similar to a diesel motor, which needs lower sulfur. But we're doing a test with Korea for 100,000 kilometers to see how it will sustain with our fuel, and it looks quite positive that we'll be able to run this vehicle in South Africa. The emissions of this vehicle is already a lot lower, the fuel consumption is better, so the customer will feel the benefit of a cleaner, greener car, if we can call it that way, with the GDI engines.
When can we expect to see these engines implemented in vehicles here in South Africa?
Well, our target for the GDI engine is to have it complete and everything done by October this year. So if all goes well, by I'd say early January in 2012, we'll have these engines available for the consumer.